MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you are brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation, which means that we are in MyShuno. And I believe this is 131221 Chic Street. I think that is what is in the top left-hand corner. That's a really long, I guess, address, so I hope I got that right. But that way you guys know where to place this quote-unquote room if you so choose to. If you guys didn't know, actually, with uploading apartments to the gallery, you have to eliminate all separate rooms. So the apartment has to be one giant room, which means that when you actually place the lot, there may be chunks of wall that are just missing. And honestly, that's like one of the weirder things I think I've experienced in The Sims 4, which is kind of saying something, I think. But anyway, that's how they're uploaded to the gallery. So if you guys think that something is like broken or obviously inherently missing when you place the room, that is actually intentional, so you can actually get the full apartment. But anyway, this apartment is actually for a single dad and his two daughters. One of his daughters is a child sim and one is a toddler. I don't know why, but lately I have been kind of gravitating towards making homes for some single parents. And like I said, I don't really know what's sparking that, but I do like the idea because there are plenty of amazing single parents out there of all shapes and sizes. And I don't know, I guess I kind of want to just celebrate them a little bit and give them some posh places to live. Am I right? But that is who this is for, and this isn't necessarily for my save file or anything like that. It was just for fun, and the first thing I decided to work on was the living room space. And since this apartment is a smaller unit, I think this is originally Penny Pizzazz's apartment, if my memory is serving me correctly. I can't really remember, but I think that's right. And it's reasonably small, so this was originally just, you know, a one bedroom, and the more I think about it, maybe Penny Pizzazz's apartment was kind of like a studio layout. I can't remember. I haven't played with Penny Pizzazz, so I don't go into that unit often unless I'm completely demolishing it and starting from scratch. So I can't recall, but what I'm trying to get at is that it's a really small unit. So trying to come up with a layout that would allow for two bedrooms, especially with two children to kind of squish in there, it was hard for me. I have seen people use these smaller units and somehow make them for, I don't know, 8 whole Sims? And that to me is absolutely insane. I have not mastered that yet. I tried to kind of practice that when Tiny Living came out to see how many people I could squish into a home, but as for the apartments, since I don't have flexibility on like where the windows are, and that obviously impacts the layout, at least for me, it's been kind of hard to come up with layouts in smaller units for a lot of Sims. So the most I could get was 2 children, and like I said, one of them is a toddler, therefore there's a toddler bed, which means it's even smaller. So I don't really know where she's going to sleep if she ages up, if I play with this apartment. Definitely something to keep in mind, but the living room is pretty much coming together at this point, and I really kind of went out of my comfort zone here, and I used like a darker, almost reddish wood floor, but lighter woods for the furniture. And for some reason in my brain, all of the woods, including like these baseboards on the wallpaper and stuff like that, like everything is supposed to match. That's my take on it. Like, I don't know why, but everything has to match. And sometimes it honestly just looks way too matchy. Sometimes you kind of have to mix it up a little bit, but I did kind of keep the same wood tones for all of the furniture and the countertops, as you can see here, and it doesn't match the floor, which is kind of nice. And this kitchen is nothing super exciting. It's just your typical parenthood / jungle adventure kitchen. Of course, I used the parenthood tiles because they are my favorite, and I gave them a little bread box there. I was thinking that his girls painted that for him. I always try to put touches like that in my builds and renovations because to me that's what kind of makes them come alive when you're actually envisioning a particular family there and kind of situating the clutter around what they might actually generate in their home. And there I just kind of made a brick, kind of like a brick pillar. I mean, it's kind of a fat pillar, but that's where the elevator is. So I couldn't really alter that shape at all. And there is a closet right in that entryway as well, which I thought was kind of nice. I try to use those, and I really wish that that swatch that I used, or that object that I used, I wish that there was a 2-tile swatch of that, because if you guys noticed, with the closets that we got with Get Together, which I absolutely love, But I like this style and it's a 4-tile, and yet we have another style that's a 2-tile. There's a lot of rhyming going on there. But I kind of wish we had a 2-tile version. I think that would be kind of nice, and I can't really place it there if it's a 4-tile in a 2-tile spot because I don't think they can use it. I don't know. It causes a bunch of issues with your Sims being able to even access it. But anyway, I'm kind of working on the entryway, which is really small considering I didn't have a lot of room. So I put a mirror there and the broom and dustpan and just a plant. And here is kind of where all of the bedrooms branch off. So to the right, that little tiny square room, that is the girls' room, and then to the left is Dad's room. But the first thing I wrap up is the bathroom. So there is only one bathroom in this apartment, and it is of course a full bathroom, considering it's the only one. And I don't really know how I was picturing Dad. I was kind of thinking that he was younger, or that he just moved out with his girls. So I don't know, maybe he doesn't have the best sense of style and he tried to really focus on their room and the rest of the house compared to his bedroom, because I don't know, it's not really fair for me to say, but it's kind of like your stereotypical dude's room where, I don't know, they're just like these darker colors. Everything kind of sort of matches, but then there's also like random hobby items on the walls. Like it just isn't I don't know. It doesn't seem to be a room that's particularly put together, but like it kind of is. And I know that's not fair because there are definitely men out there that have better coordination than myself or other people that I know. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking that he kind of like scrambled items together. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Like he kind of just brought his necessities and that's it. There isn't a lot of clutter whatsoever. And he actually keeps his bike in his room as well because he really doesn't have that much furniture to clutter it up. So I don't know, at the end of the day, it does kind of look put together the more I look at it. So I don't really know where that tangent came from, but I don't know, I really like his room. It is very simple and he has a fair amount of artwork on the walls to make it at least look nice. And now we move on to the girls' room, and it's kind of awkward because the head of this bed, now that I look at it, is in the crook of those two windows. That's really weird. I would have anxiety waking up every morning and looking out that window to basically envision myself falling to my death. So maybe when I look back on it, I would like to switch that bed up, just kind of turn it around the other way. But the toddler bed is against the opposite wall, and I do give them a fair amount of decorations because I did want it to still feel as though it was their room and they got to kind of decorate it the way that they wanted to, and that they have everything, I don't know, that little girls could kind of want, and they can hang up their posters, and they have some other random clutter items and stuff like that. There's even a dresser, and I love the little wall measuring chart on the outside of their door as well. I thought that that was a nice touch. When I do remember to include that, it makes me really happy because I think that's one of the cuter items. I wish that we could actually measure them as they grow. That would be the cutest thing if there was an animation, but I don't think we have one. And if there is one in like CC or a mod or something out there, please let me know because that would be super cute. And it was right about here that I thought about, all right, cool, they have everything they need. They have this beautiful, nice big living room, a nice kitchen area, the hallway. And then I realized that they don't have a dining table, which typically I don't really mind. I don't know. I don't like my Sims sitting on the couch eating. In fact, I have a mod that actually forces your Sims to sit at a table. But I didn't have a table here, so I really didn't want them to have to sit on a couch, and I basically removed the chair that was over there and put a dining table over here, kind of behind the couch, and there were only 3 seats that we really needed. One of them was actually a high chair for the toddler, so it worked out perfectly, and other than that, I kind of just move around the toy box and some other miscellaneous items, and then I actually go back to the bathroom. I started it and then realized that I didn't finish it. That seems to be what I do. I do that a lot with bathrooms unless I prioritize them right in the beginning of the build. Does anyone else do that? I feel like I pan out and I look at the whole build and then I realize that I didn't put in a bathroom or I didn't finish it in some way. I don't know, it's just like not a priority for me in the build, but it's definitely a necessity. But anyway, we are wrapping up the build here, just kind of adding some clutter items to the bathroom, and that is pretty much it. So I can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I will catch you guys next time I post a video, which may be tomorrow. We'll see. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.